Alright, good evening everyone and welcome to Season 12 for FPRL. This is Russell Ads, your main host, alongside... What? Fuck's sake,
It's me, Silver. Hello.
Good evening everyone, welcome to FPRL. Your host Collateral Ads, alongside...
Silverside, hello.
Silverside boys, so this is round 1 at the Australian Grand Prix for Tier 2. A little bit of information, and Delta's got a 5-place grid penalty for collision with himself, apparently. Don't know how that's possible.
Only Delta could.
He's crashed into the wall and he's got a 5-place grid penalty because he's crashed. So, bit of a weird one, but yep. Some new news for this season. We have unfortunately dropped down to 2 tiers. Running on a Monday evening, which would be the Tier 2 race, and on a Wednesday evening now for the Tier 1. It's quite a bad thing that we've dropped down to Tier 2. Monkey's left, Gary, so we can invite him in. But what this means is that we have a more balanced tier system now. I wouldn't expect anyone in this tier to absolutely trounce it this season. Hopefully there's going to be a few surprises for race wins and points and maybe for the championship. We are on board with our new driver for this season. I'm just going to call him Dope, so I might as well call him Dope in the Red Bull. But yeah, new lineups for people, new teammates. So we're just going to go through that quickly. So you've got Sheriff Wooding, Sid Sandwich in the half. You have Dope with Reese's Pieces, Deltas alongside Tattoo Star in the RB, Radicals in the lovely green Kick Sapper alongside Mr. Famous Mr. David L. Lowface. Hirsch in the Williams is alongside Lexus. In the Alpine we have Mongo and whoever the P8 is, I can't see their name. P9 Pieces in the Red Bull. Then we've got Agent Tubbs, i.e. Josh in the McLaren this year alongside Mr. FPRL Lockup. And we've got TTV, where his last bit is, in the Ferrari alongside Gregors. Got Button alongside Aston Martin, deciding to keep with his pairing of Major Allen for this season. And then we at the bottom at the present moment, we've got the big man TJ alongside a Monkey Boy in the Mercedes. So mixed up grid of teammates. And that first couple runs, Gary, we've got the Haas drivers up in front. Just talk to our viewers about the setup. You'll be looking towards most likely more of a balanced setup more than anything, due to the fact that yes, you need good aero in the first and third sector, but the main opportunity is obviously in the middle sector. So what kind of setup do you think the drivers will choose today?
Yeah, I think, especially around here, I don't think you need the rear end grip. I think on this previous games you would need more higher rear wing. On this one you can invert it, have a lot more front end grip, so you can chuck it in, especially where TJ's going through right now, through turns 11 and 12. You really need to turn in if you want to gain that time. But from what we can see, it's very gloomy out there, so I don't know if there is rain, so maybe you might see some people compromise their setup, maybe run a little bit more wing, but it really depends on how you feel. Do you like having a really floaty end like yourself out? Do you like a really floaty rear end? I like a really floaty front end for the turn-in. It all really depends on the driver's kind of preference here, because I know through the TT sets I see a lot of people running really low wings, but some of the quicker ones are running really high wings. So it's kind of really down to the driver, really.
Yeah, the driver's side is obviously important to do with the tyre wear. Obviously, if you're going for a looser rear end, you're going to probably receive more tyre wear on the rear than most others, and vice versa for the front. So it's been interesting to see, as Australia is got high on tyre deck as it is. Major Allen coming across the line. He has improved by 4 and a bit temps, so that puts him up into P9, just in front of Mr. Locker, who's just coming out the end of sector 1 now, but he has put in a blister in first sector. 2.5 temps up on the end at the McLaren. So Gary, take us around with Mr. Locker in your favourite car through sectors 2 and 3.
Also, congrats to McLaren for 2 times champions, by the way. As here comes up Guthrie 11 and 12. Taking it very cautiously, a lot of battery still to go as he opens the DRS, running the Lewis Hamilton crash helmet, it looks like. But as into the new 90-degree turn, well, it's not new anymore, we've been here so long now. Now through a sector that I'm very famous for, if you know, you know. As he's going to come around the final corner and he's going to abandon the track, so he obviously did not. Oh, as he nearly hit the wall. A little update on that penalty for Delta. Delta actually didn't get a 5-thing for hitting himself. He actually hit DXY in the Alpine, so the one that has no name for you, ads. They've crashed into each other and both given each other a 5-place grid penalty.
Oh, not a good start for season 12 for either of them two guys, so they're going to have a very, very good qualifying here to try and start as far up as possible. Got Mr. Radical, Mr. Dope, and Reese Beast and Lexus now out on their out lap, so just going to go around with Radical and kick Salva. Hopefully he has a good season this time round. DRS wide open, having a square rotate down at the main straight. So I'm very difficult corner. You want to try and brake as late as possible and swing that car in. Rear end tries to step out going through turn 3. DRS wide open now. Coming up to turn 4. Again, late braking. You want to try and clip the inside curve, which is done nicely there. Coming through turn 5. A little bit of a lift off, and then turn 6. Or just kept it on. Turn 6, flat out right hander. And come up to one of the most difficult corners in the track. Turn 8 and 9. Because it's such a late braking, change down the gear. You want to try and gain as much time on them curves as possible. You do have the gravel trap on the left, which can make you spin coming through the second DRS section, now third DRS section, no, second, sorry. Coming around the twisty turns of corner 11 and 12, going up to turn 13. DRS again wide open, late braking for a right hand kick. And he's gone off into the gravel, so he's now backed off again. Gary, very difficult corner to get right. I've never been able to perfectly get it right myself as a driver. Again, it's a very late break, but with the high sausage curb on the right hand side with a little less curb, you try and avoid it, but try and gain as much as you can by hitting that
you
curb
just
on
want
the
to
left
clip
hand side.
You just want to clip the corner of it. Just clip it.
As you know, if you clip it too hard, it will step out your rear end. And
yeah, there's a.
The radical's gone a bit deep, but it is a very difficult corner to get right.
Yeah, it's like what I've just watched David do going through it. He's just rolled on it with just the slightest bit of tyre. It doesn't really upset the car because there's some curbs on this track that you can, if you just roll over it at the right angle.
Oh, Reese's Pieces. Oh, what's he doing? And try to go flat out around the fast right hander and end up pretty much 20 foot off the curb onto the gravel, but he still managed to do a P12 118.2, so there's probably a good old second and a half there he can gain on that time. Ben Dope now coming through the end of sector 2 while we say that. Button in the SMR has just gone fast to 116.7. Obviously the track's going to ramp up with more grip on these seconds and thirds runs, but how important is getting the first lap in, Gary? Obviously, you know, as drivers, a lot of drivers do use the first lap as a nice banker lap, but obviously the time comes on your last flying lap. That's when you've got the most confidence in the car and you know the limits.
Yeah, getting more laps done is good, but you want on your first one boat that goes 6th, for 17.4. Yeah, you want to what I do, and I know my engineer has said a few times. I've had David says to me is on some tracks I kind of need to find the rhythm. On my first time out, I won't use battery. I will just sit in none to just set a lap to get a delta, and then on the second lap you then use battery, but not all the way, and then on your final run you then go balls to the floor on it, so you can kind of see where you can gain time, where you can't, and kind of gauge where you need to push a bit more. But yeah, some people are very easy of validating. And also, I have noticed, I don't know if you noticed that, but the Haas drivers are both running the special livery. Actually, one of them are. What is the other one? Sid's running the Japanese floral. I think it's the.
Yeah, it'll be the Blossom, which I believe they're quite famous for, with blossom trees out there. While Gary was speaking, Mongo and the Alpine had a decent second run in P3 with a 17 flat. So the top three are separated by at least 4 tenths. Sheffield is invalidated. Monkey Boy's had a very, very decent first lap round. He's put himself up into P7, while Lexus getting more comfortable now. He has had a season under his belt on the PC. Didn't want to be where he was last season, but he did change from console to PC, which is obviously slightly different feel, but it's no excuses for him this season. Towards the end of last season, he was starting to get more comfortable with the PC setup, and that has improved him slightly towards the end of last season. Couple good points, and obviously he's been quite fast in the F2 when he wanted to be. But he puts himself up into P5 with a 17.2. TJ's in the pit. He's got Major Allen now popping into the pit, so he's abandoned his second flying lap. He's not too far away from P10. He's about 2 tenths off he needs to find. FPRL locker now coming around the last corner in the McLaren. Let's have a look. DRS wide open. We try and be close to that grass as possible. He puts himself up into P11, so 17.7. And got Delta now going through into sector 1. Gary coming through sector 2. Delta.
Yeah, so I was just watching Tubbs. He'll be watching Delta. There we are. As he comes down the middle, so obviously my fellow RB racing ball driver, so I'll be cheering on Delta. Obviously, Delta has improved this season. I've seen from his TT times, he's actually up there, but he's just trying to find out. So obviously, Delta himself is all on wheel as well, getting used to wheel, so he is having the learning curve as well. But as we see him come on the final 2 corners, nice and tidy, as he is just going to be coming in on that final run. Obviously, just under 4 minutes left, so yeah, it's the right time to come in. The sun is starting to come out, and so lap time should improve.
Yeah, we've got Hirsch now probably going through his only 1 lap. 27.1 first sector is not too quick. He's not going to have enough time to finish this and come around and pit and exit again. So this is only flying laps. He's given himself a lot of work to do. His top speed's nearly 200 miles an hour, 199, 200, 201 in the braking zone. 44.8 is a bit more reasonable in the middle sector. DRS wide open for the Williams. Coming to the late break-in right-hand kink. Let's see if he can get this right. Seen a couple of drivers already miss it. Yep, just clicked it. Lost a bit of time there. Could have used a little bit more curve on the left-hand side, because that's where you want your car to be, on the around half on the curve on the left-hand side. Tidy last couple of corners. Going to be tight here. Make your car away. Again, he's decided not to take the curve on the left-hand side, which is the preferred line. He's going to come across the line, and it is a 18 flat, so only leaving 1 lap has made him suffer a little bit. He's not going to get out in time, so we're going to see a lot of drivers now coming out on their laps. Got TT.
Radicals had a good final lap. Gone 10th.
He's gone very, very deep there. I'm not too sure what happened there. He may have got out of the way of the Williams of Hirsch.
Got to be careful. Mr. Mamanakis might sack him.
Yeah, he's going to be happy. He's going to be happy with that. P10. He has got enough time to charge his battery and make his way around for 1 more lap. 17.6. Again, he only needs to find a couple of attempts. He's going to be in the top 7. So who have you got on for pole, Gary? Because while we were speaking, Monkey Boy put himself up into P3 at 1:16.9. So he's only about 2 attempts off a pole. But you got realistically how the time's on now. You've probably got the track evolution last lap. You've probably got 5 drivers here on course that could get pole. So who?
I'm gonna say Button. Button's a little bit of a, how should I say, well-refined specialist. Unfortunately, last season it wasn't great for him. He constantly got caught up in incidents, not of his own fault. Remember Spain last season, someone actually wanted to go in the pits as Button was overtaking because he got a better run, and they came across and completely wiped him out.
Yeah, that's radical session done. He's retired in the pits. We've got Ben Dope coming around the last sets of corners now for his. Oh no, he was going to go for the last flying lap, but he's going to have enough time, and he's starting his lap now for Agent Tubbs. Starting his flying lap. You have to bear with us, guys, while we keep up. Everyone's starting their lap times all at the same time. We got Major Allen. He's 2.5 tenths up. He's one of the furthest on the grid. He's starting his lap, so let's follow him through turns 11 and 12. A little bit twitchy there, coming around the corner. Still hasn't got used to having a smooth analog, but so far so good with Allen.
Good turn 11, 12.
Around there. Kept it nice and flat. It's nearly 4 tenths up in his lap times. It's a decent lap time by him. I know, speaking to him earlier, this is one of his favourite tracks. This way he's got his best result in FPRL and in another league. Coming around the last sets of corners now. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's shoved the overtake on. DRS wide open. Where is this going to pit him? Reese Pieces goes 10th. And Major Allen goes at P11. He loses a lot of time in the last sector, so he lost 3 tenths. That would have put him around P8. But Agent Tubbs 16.5 goes P1. Lexus finished. But Button has invalidated. So let's have a look at Monkey. See if Monkey can improve. Get a nice little toe from Button in front. But Button's going to have to try and get out of the way. Monkey's about half a tenth up. Oh no. And that could have been caused by Button going just in front, a couple of seconds in front. It would have put him a little bit out of place coming into the S section. Could have been a little bit of a distraction, but he would have definitely felt the dirty air there. So Button and Monkey have finished their lap times. Looks like everyone has finished. TJ's coming across the line now, P6. Sid Sandwich. He left it too late to come out. Hirsch pitted but didn't make the line. David Lowface didn't improve on his lap time, even though I think he did about a tenth. So he's going to be down in P18. Not what he wants to start his season 12, Gary, but there's a lot of opportunities in this race. Obviously, we know that it's very, very high on penalties, so anyone who's penalty free this race is probably guaranteed to have a very, very good result round here. Obviously tyre wear and a lot of overtaking. You do get depending on how the drivers feel and how they want to race, you do get quite a lot of late moves here, which can cause safety cars.
Yeah, I would say the more thing that we're going to be watching for is the big problem on this year's game. Some tracks have high overheating on the rears, which will cause some drivers to have higher tyre wear than others. I know the left rear takes up pounding from here, so we might see some people actually not go as fast as they can and try and keep that tyre temps down.
Yep, so P1 is Agent Tubbs in the McLaren, P2 is Mongo, P3 Button, Monkey 4th, Greg is 5, P6 TTV, 7th Lexus, 8th Chevrolet, Ben Dope's 9th, and Locker gets promoted to P10 because whoever that is has got a 5-place grid penalty alongside Delta, who finishes dead last anyway.
Yeah, so it's not a great start for Delta. Oh,
No, and Ben Dope has left the session, so I'm not too sure how you're going to get him in. He's on PC. I don't know how that works.
I need. Hang on. Oh God.
So hopefully he's added me or you.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, me, you or TJ. But it's looking very, very sunny in Australia. Makes a change. I think the last couple of seasons we've had a bit of rain, so you never know with this game. It could turn up a little rain, a little bit of spice. Corners to look out for is obviously turn 1. You get that wrong, you're going to be in the gravel, and you can dip a tire on the grass and spin it into turn 2. Last couple of corners are quite difficult. Also, very low traction zone now, and especially with the late braking, you can go wide onto the grass there. Pit entry's a bit shit, to be fair. You're coming in quite good speed, so we have seen crashes there before in the pit lane, going a little bit too deep. Obviously the main one though, Gary's probably turn 8 and 9 and the S section. It's probably where you're going to see people pick up the most penalties through this race.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the guy that left back in. So.
That's fine.
I'd love to try and invite. I don't actually think I can add people while in the thing. Oh no. Gonna get him to add me so that I can accept it and then re-invite him. Jay, I don't know if you realise that, but this is the first time in for tier 3. This tier has had to turn people away. We had 4 reserves, only 1 managed to make it in. So it's going to be a fight this season for any reserves to get a chance to race. But that's going to be the same in both tiers.
Yeah, both tiers have got really, really good depth. The problem is, even with the amount of reserves, we just didn't have enough to fulfil tier 3 due to the different skill levels we certain drivers have. So, and that's the reason why we got a mixed up tier 2 this year. We've got some last year's tier 3s in with some of last year's tier 2s, but as normal, every year we do. Certain drivers from every tier do go up anyway. So, reigning champion from tier 2 last season goes up, and I think the first 3 or 4 drivers who finish in the championship also go up. So it's a clean slate every year, every season, and we got the lights to go out. 3 lights out, 4 lights out, 5 lights. And we are away. 18 Tubbs gets away. Lovely start by him, and he managed to get a good old jump all on the medium tyres, it looks like. And we've got Siltar Boy who's now left the session.
Hang on, got to try and add him in.
Okay, that's the reason why everyone looks like they're through quite cleanly. Oh, there's 3 wide here. Both Red Bulls come together. Reese's Pieces is in the wall. No front wing, so he is obliged to get out of people's way and not fight. And at the minute, he is blocking everyone. So the stewards are not going to like this at all, but both Red Bulls do come together. He's still not getting out of people's way, and not very good. Got TJ and Major Allen all fighting with the Alpine in front. The Alpine is letting people pass now. He has also got some wing damage. TD 3-second warning now. Reese's Pieces is now off the track. FPRL locker is now passing Major Allen into the right-hander kink. Radical and Major Allen are fighting down in P14 and 15, so Sheriff Woody and TTV have both got 3-second penalties already. Monkey Boy has a brilliant start, making his way up into P3. Disastrous start by Button, who's been demoted. Lexus still holds P10. TJ's had a good start up into P12, and we're already forming a gap. We've got David Lowface in the background, keeping it steady. We've got some fighting here. We've got Locker and Radical fighting over P13 and 14. Locker going slightly wide, and Radical will have to avoid. But TJ does a lovely move around the outside of Mr. Stokes, Bob Stokes. The front wing changes are now in the thing, and we just heard someone clip the wall. Didn't see any damage. His sandwich in the special livery. Nice Japanese, got a good slipstream here on Tattoo Star. And so has the Williams from behind. Is he going to make a late move? No, he's not to. Oh, and the Williams has hit the back of his sandwich. He has lost a front wing end plate on the right hand side, but Lexus and Sid Sandwich do get past the Tattoo Star, but Lexus may be suffering with the front wing damage in the end. TJ still trying to warm up his hard tyres. And I'm inviting you now, going.
Yeah. Also, I've just noticed we've been raided from another racing league. It's here, so hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
So, yeah, Adrian Tubbs fastest lap of the race, 7 tenths up. Sid Sandwich still being handled by Lexus, but Lexus loses the rear end. That's going to allow Tattoo Star to get a good drive. Coming out of turn 2, he's still sticking it around the outside, but Tattoo Star with, no sorry, not Tattoo Star, Lexus with the front wing damage. And I also think, yes, that's correct, Tattoo Star has also got wing damage. So TJ needs to be careful here. He's got two drivers in front that have got wing damage, so they may be slower in these corners. TJ's got a lovely slipstream here. It's quite a lot of back to go. FPRL I picked up a 3-second penalty already. That is 3 drivers. TJ using quite a lot of battery in to try and get past Tattoo Star, who's hanging it around the outside. And lovely move into the exit for TJ. Up into P10, Gary. Very eventful start.
Yeah, the stewards are probably going to be looking at that.
Oh, everyone's getting loads of penalties already.
That lap 1 incident. Yeah, might be a little bit of an issue. Some people might be having a penalty coming their way.
Yeah, so that's 4 drivers now with 3-second penalties already, only on lap 4. So very, very high. You've got FPRL Lockers in already. Has he got wing damage? I can't see from this, but let's have a look, see if he picked for wing damage. Yes, he has. So he's hit the back of someone somewhere, so not a very good start to his season. Major Allen 2.8 seconds behind Radical. He's now being hounded by David, 6 tenths behind. Let's take a look at the tyre situation. So, TCB is in a good position here in P5 with the hard tyres. Top 4 on mediums, 6, 7 on mediums. Then we've got Lexus on the hard. Sid Sandwich has gone very, very bold. He's on the soft tyres, so he needs to start making inroads pretty soon. He has TJ all over the back of him. TJ's going to go for the move here. DRS wide open, goes very, very defensive on the outside. Oh, and it crashed. Oh, double whammy. That is a bit naughty from Sid Sandwich there. He come across TJ twice. TJ is not going to be happy. He has lost his front left wing end plate, and that clip will be definitely going to the stewards. The big man will not be happy with that. It's not very, very good awareness there from Sid Sandwich. But Tattoo Star's on the hard, TJ's down on the hards, but that is going to scupper his strategy, but he has decided to stay out. That's allowed Major Allen now to catch up alongside David, who's put it along nicely. But up front, Mongo and Agent Tubbs, Gary, find out only half a second. Will Mongo go for a move this lap?
Where's Mongo? So I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to get. Well, at the moment, these two just need to work together to pull away as much as they can. I haven't actually even seen the tyres. So at the moment, Monkey's got the 3-second time penalty. I don't know when he got that, but he has just been overtaken by Button. But at this point, Monkey needs to stay with Button because Button is very quick. But yeah, at the moment it's like Hub and Mungo. They are better than the rest. Everyone just needs to settle down. It is the first race of the season. There is no need for some of these defences and maybe some overtakes. Just settle into a rhythm because there is going to probably chances of safety cars. But other than that, there's not much to do. As Major Allen's had to look on TJ into I think that's turn 13.
Yeah, TJ now suffering with his front wing damage. I don't know if he's got wing damage on the right. Visually doesn't say he has, but he has got a little train behind him. 3-second penalty for the Alpine driver. TJ's now in the pits trying to get rid of his wing. That promotes Radical up into P9. Reasonably good start by Radical now coming into P9 and kicked down 3.9 seconds behind. 4, 5, 6 and 7 all have penalties, so Lexus bodies on Mongo's now picked up his first 3-second penalty, so that's put another twist in the cam. Got Monkey P4. I think he made a mistake on the previous lap. He was only a second behind coming into the end of sector 1, and then he was 2 seconds behind, so not 100% sure what happened unless he's lacking a bit of top end speed, but I'm not 100% sure. TTV should start coming into play now. He's on the hard tyres, so he should start catching the people in front up in the next couple of laps. Breggers pushing Sheriff Ruddy around in a Ferrari sandwich, an all Ferrari engine, 5th, 6th and 7th. And we've got the Alpine driver again picking up a 3-second penalty. Major Allen now is on a charge. He's catching Tattoo Star. Tattoo Star is now struggling with his front wing. He has got the air plate missing. Monkey Boy. Oh, Monkey Boy's got wing damage, Gary. So that is why he was getting slower.
Do you reckon he may have? I wonder where he picked that up from. As Boat Dope is back in the lobby. I've been made aware that he is back in the lobby, so finally we've got him back in. David is behind Major Allen, but he's going to have to look behind because Hirsch is going to look to the outside. David's going to defend the inside. Hirsch, formerly a Tier 1 champion, back in the day, if you were here for that Lindsay of veterans. Oh, David's gone! He's taking Hirsch with him.
Yeah, so that's helped Major Allen out a bit. Both cars have now got wing damage, missing their whole front part of their wing. That was in no fault of, well, it was David's fault, but it was unlucky. Hirsch was just there at the wrong time. David, under acceleration, spun it on the curb, so that promotes Allen up into P10, doing nicely, catching up Tattoo Star at a reasonable pace here. Radical stayed at around 3.8 seconds. Lexus is still stuck around 5.5. But yeah, all the penalties are now showing. Gary, he's got Mongo a minute ago, picking up his first 3 seconds. David's obviously letting Mr. Dope back, who's just picked himself up a 3-second penalty.
Front end plate damage, that was probably for the lap 1. He probably has no idea that him and his teammate, his teammate drove into his AI car while he was not in the lobby.
To be fair, David might not lose too much time. I know he's going to lose about 5 seconds regarding the wing change, but probably around lap 8 or 9 where the medium tyres are going to start pitting anyway, so he might be able to catch that time up within the next couple of laps anyway. FPRL, Locker, TJ all picking up 3-second penalties all at turn 1. So like we were saying earlier, Gary, turn 1's been a bit difficult towards the drivers. Yeah,
it's very easy because you want to cut the inside on the curb on the right, but if you do that, it might bump you off wide on the exit, which can easily pick up your easy track on it. So it's kind of trying to find the balance of figuring out as Alan is taking it so carefully through turns 11 and 12. He hasn't lost a little bit of time as his mediums are starting to go off. But at this point now, he really needs to worry. Everyone behind him took 3-second time penalties.
Yeah, we've got a move at the top. Buttons decided to take the first move onto the hard tyres. It's probably going to promote people to pounce on that and pit, because the undercut here is quite powerful. cuts across the pit lane line there. And Monkey Boy's hitting the fastest lap. Major Allen going to get a good old toe here, but he's not going to want to attack his teammate. It's obviously on fresher tyres. He's going to get, if he can stick with him because he's on cold tyres, it will give him DRS. Oh, we've got a crash. No, we haven't. He's tied in the pits. So the Alpine drives our first casualty of this race. Major Allen's going to get a DRS slipstream off his teammate here. It's going to allow him to close the gap to Tattoo Star in front. Radical's now moved up into P7, but Lexus has started making inroads now. It's about 4.6 seconds behind, and he's still wearing Tattoo Star now picked up 3 seconds. So the Lexus now at the moment is 4.4 seconds behind. He's doing pretty well, Gary, with no front wing end plate at all. So got them hard tyres, but he's going to start suffering through the main sectors.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks, depending on how much it is on the MFD, you might be able to get away with it. As we all found out yesterday, you can still be fast with an end plate that is pretty much bent at a 45-degree angle. I actually feel like the McLaren yesterday was landing almost was actually faster with that damage. But I don't think that comes out into the game. But yeah, it looks like Lexus is doing quite well to manage it. It's just gonna.
That's Sheriff Woody. Sorry to stop you there, Gary. That is 16 seconds for Sheriff Woody. Where did he get all that from?
Let me have a look.
I reckon that was at the beginning when there was a yellow flag and he's obviously overtaken someone, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Corner cut and gained 1 place, 10 seconds on down.
Oh dear. That's possibly into turn 1 when they had their contact. He's had to cut across the grass, so 16 seconds for him. That's not doing him too well. Mongo's on 6 seconds now, Gary, our P2 driver. PT Gregor's all on 3. Monkey Boy, Tattoo Star again all on 3. Monkey Boy now has got past Major Allen. Allen still hasn't pitted, but still penalty 3 at the present moment. Sid Sandwich behind on 3 seconds, and then you've got TJ Locker now on pit on 12 seconds. Ben Dope on 6. And Ben Dope has left the session again, Gary. Got a yellow flag out there somewhere. I think it was David. No, someone. Or something.
Don't you dare say it's David.
No, yellow flag where David was, but I don't look like it. Catching Delta, so. But yeah. Button, who is not a net leader, but he's one of the first to pit. Delta 2 has decided to retire in the pits for some odd reason. Didn't have any penalties. I know he's running last, but there's always opportunities. And just remember, in the rule book, it does state that you have to be halfway through the Grand Prix.
I don't think we've been doing that. I don't think we're doing that anymore.
Okay, Tattoo Star picks up a 6-second penalty. Monkey Boy does pass him into P9. And spending a hole along these soft tyres. Now Major Allen must be thinking of pitting. Sid Sandwich now is on the back. If he pits now, he's going to jump. It's going to jump Tattoo Star. Tattoo Star does have that. Sheriff Woody's now in the pits. So did he serve his 10 seconds? Let's have a look. Yes, he did. So Sheriff Woody has pitted and served his 10 seconds. Ben Dope has left the session again, Gary, so it's up to you if you want to
invite him
back in and on.
He's had 3 invites and I have to give 3 invites causes instability with the lobby, unfortunately.
Yeah, Mongo's also pitted now. He's slotted in P7, so he's only 2 seconds behind Button on much fresher tyres. Button and Radical are fighting for P5 and 6. Easy pass there by Button. Radical is still not pitted, but one of the only other drivers that haven't got a penalty. Lex is still 4.4 behind Gregors. It's still a bit stalemate around here. He's on yellow fuel though, which is a bit worrying, so he may have to do a little bit of fuel saving at some point. But Agent Tubbs in the McLaren is now in, so our race leader. So let's see where this puts him. So he is racing Button. Button is now coming down the back straight. So he's going to put himself into a lot of traffic here. He's got Mercedes coming down the main straight. Does he get in front of him just? But Monkey Boy is going to have a really, really good exit here. And Monkey Boy's going to do everything he can to try and get past. He's using a lot of overtakes for the grip. Is he going to do it? McLaren is still there on the inside. Oh, he's hit Monkey. Oh no. Monkey does go off. It's a bit naughty there.
I think Tubbs is going to have to let him through. And he gets that. Some would say that's karma.
Yeah, I'm not surprised if Monkey does put that clip in if he has time. But he has hit the back of him. That was for position, so that was at least P3 there. Gentlemen's up in front have not pitched yet.
I don't know why Tubbs was fighting that. He's just come out on brand new tyres, cold tyres, for a Monkey for that. And then oh, Monkey's gone off behind. Turn 11 and 12.
Went off slightly, it's not affecting him too much. We've got a couple of drivers here. We've got Sid Savage making a move on Tattoo Star, who still hasn't pitted without wing damage. Gregors trying his utmost best to get round. He has pitted Gregors, so he's having a reasonably good race. Gregors had a bit of fortune last season, but let's see, he's going to get much more better grip coming out in the last sector. Last corner, sorry. DRS using a lot of overtake, but so is Tattoo Star to defend. He is getting 6 in front. Oh, Gregors nearly hits the back of him. That was close. Gregors going to have to try and make a move soon, otherwise he's going to get stuck behind this RB. So good defender there by Tattoo Star. Gregors is going to try and go on the inside. Oh, it's not a corner where you want to try and overtake. Because your corner, front end of your car will get cut off, just like how it happened. Tattoo Star now has lost DRS, so it's going to be a very, very easy move for Gregors here. Yeah, 8 already. And easy pass there for Gregors up into P8, but he has lost a slight bit of time.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I think Monkey Boy, Gary, he's had a problem somewhere. He's only a second behind a minute ago. He's now 3 seconds.
Yeah, well,
could be down to being on older tyres, but shouldn't be that much of an offset at the present moment.
Yeah, 1 lap hard for 7. There is going to be a slight thing, and I think Agent Tubbs' case is at the moment. Well, what we saw in the first stint was a bit faster than Monkey. But we did see Monkey go off at 10, 11, 12, so maybe he's gone off again. I'm trying to figure out who's actually technically net leading the race at the moment. It's actually Button.
Mongo.
No, it's Button.
Button, yeah. Mongo's second, Agent 5th. Radical picks up a 3-second penalty. Locker's picked up a 10-second penalty for speeding, so I'd expect him to retire. No,
he won't retire.
He's continuing.
TJ
is in the pits also for a fresh set of mediums. That's promoted Hirsch up to P13 and Allen up to P14. Radical's doing nicely though, only 3 seconds penalty. He's all over the back of Reese's Pieces here. On board the Reese's Pieces. The rear wing he is using quite a lot of battery. So is Radical. He's got a lot more battery to overtake. And there he goes, the lovely kick Sauber into the S section, up into P11 for Radical. Yeah, but going by penalties, Gary. Certain drivers here are going to be better off. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the top 10 who was on 6 seconds. Yeah. You've only got 4 drivers left, or 6 drivers left, for penalty 3 at the minute.
All I'm going to say, 1 safety car, and everyone with penalties will be panicking. Obviously, people with 10 seconds, like Rocco, will be able to move
there. Any safety car after lap 20, I would say, anyone that's on penalties will be not very happy because there's a lot of time to catch up even in the 9 laps. 3 laps behind the safety car can be a lot of time you'd have to have, and everyone, if it pitted, come out in lap 20, everyone would be pitting for a fresh set of tyres anyway.
Here comes Agent Tubbs. Probably stopped while he was in his pit stops. He probably ordered himself a 2 Big Mac, 2 large fries, and a shake. If any tier 2s know that joke, he had that for lunch today.
Even fair, Gary, it's sorry to butt in. Talk about Lexus, still hasn't pitted, but he's doing very, very well in P5. He's about, he's what, 5'10", he's about 17 seconds in front of P10. So let's see where he's going to come out in. He gets his stops in time, which he has. It'll be nice to see where he comes out in with 12 laps left. He's going to be on a late charge in his Williams. He is going to get his front wing change. So he's going to lose a little bit of extra time here, but let's see.
Slight mistake doing that. I don't think he really needed
if he
that.
Comes, yeah, he's in P10 in a minute, and Tattoo Star has finally pitted, so he's going to come out in P11. So he's still in good position to get good points here. No penalties as of yet. Fresh set of mediums, so he should catch these guys up quite nicely.
There's going to be a few people in front, like some Reese Peters going to have to box against Sid, probably Monkey, and definitely Rage Quit. So he's going to gain like maybe 4 or 5 positions.
So Monkey's on 10 laps. TT's got a pit. Button's going to be on the bubble. He's on 8 laps. So at the end, they may be absolutely shite. Sid Sandwich is definitely going to have to pit, and so is Reese's Pieces. So yeah. On a safety car, Gary, that's going to spice things up big time.
Meanwhile, Rage Quit is in the box.
So let's see where this puts him. It's going to put him around Sheriff Woody and a half, I expect. Maybe between him and Radical. It's a good stop by the Ferrari guys. So let's see. Oh no, it's going to put him in front of him. So he's had a very, very good, decent first stint on his hard tyres. Is he going to get out in front of his teammate? Greg is going to want to try and overtake him here. He's going to get the exit, just like Monkey did. He's going wide, PTV. So is Greg is going to fight this or work? No, he's decided to work with TTV.
I'll be honest.
Use any battery.
I think Gregors just needs to sit behind. He is on older tyres. Sometimes got new. So hopefully, if Gregors can just stay with his teammate, those two could be a slight little sneaky little what's it called? I remember. What's the wording here?
Reese's Pieces has pitted. Sheriff Woodie's picked up another 3 seconds, so that is putting him to 9 seconds of worth of penalty. And Hirsch has pitted also, Reese's Pieces also, so that's promoted Major Allen up into P11, just outside the points. He's on only a 5 lap old tyres. Gary, Lexus has gone on to, he went on to hards, hasn't he? So do you think 11 laps is going to be enough? Because, well, the last set of medium tyres, they only lasted until lap 10, 9 or 10. So it's going to be tight. He might get the jump at the first couple of races, but at the end, it's going to be really bad. Button does pit again, like you said, Gary. But he's come out in P5. He's going to want to try and get in front of this hard. It's going to be a bit dangerous going into turn 1. Got fast, approaching a hard and Radical. Easy Beasley picks up a 3-second penalty, and Button does lose a place to Sheriff Woody, and Radical decides to back off and not go for that. Oh, nearly loses the front wing there. Good awareness from Radical, but he can follow a Button, Gary. He should have a good shout at Sheriff Woody here.
Yeah, I think at this point in the race, everyone's just going to have to try and work together.
I think Sid Sandwich pitted also. That's moved him up down into P11. That's allowed Major Allen and Alexis back up into P9 and 10. Let's check the penalties again. 3 seconds for Sid, 6 for Tattoo, and 3 for Reese's Pieces, 25 for Locker. So he's only got a few more and he's going to be disqualified. I think it's 32 you're allowed. Am I right? Is it 32?
I've seen them get 36. Depends on what panels they've got.
And we got P4-man or Monkey Boy pitting for fresh medium. Looks like, yeah. Do go on. So it's going to put him down around. That's going to put him out in front of Sid Sandwich. So he's going to be comfortable in the point. So let's see what he can do in the last set of 9 laps. He possibly can catch Chef Woody and finish behind Button. It's going to be tight, but he does need to give it all his will. Major Allen now has lost his P10 to Sid Sandwich, 8/10 behind. Reese's Pieces is also on the charge in P12, which catching behind the Aston Martin in the Red Bull. The Lull Face made his way up into P14 and kicks out after unfortunately spinning it on the curb. Again, one of the only drivers that hasn't got a penalty, so he's keeping it nice and clean. Locker's taking one of his penalties. P10, 10 seconds, which would have been the one for the pits, and I think he's hoping for a very
Talk about a massive thing. Alan is still there with no time penalty right now.
He's still there for no time penalty, but everyone around has got 3 seconds. We've got yellow flag. Who is that for? That's for one of the McLaren.
Locker getting out of the
way. Problem with Alan, he's got penalty 3, but there's a lot of drivers in front who've only got 3 seconds. The ones that have got more are well up the field, so he's really racing Sid Sandwich and Reese here for the points. He's going to have to do everything he can, but they are on fresher tyres, so this is a major overhaul in front. Someone gets a major points. Needs a couple of drivers here to get a lot of penalty points in the last couple of laps for him to have a chance to get his first point in the season. But you never know. But in a minute, solid race by Al. Lexus O'Gary, like we were saying. Lexus Al, like we were talking about Lexus. Lexus on the charge, P8, 4.9 seconds behind, penalty 3. He's in good contention here if he keeps going how he's doing.
Here comes Radical. I've got past everybody.
Past the share already, just called out on stream and all. Up into P6 for Radders. Solid race by him. He's going to be happy with his performance. Had a very, very difficult season last season. A couple good results, but not where he wanted to be. Some drivers in this one where he can race. Even though he moaned about being in the Kick Sauber for this season, at the minute he's doing very, very well. P6, so he can't complain too much. Yeah, go back to Lexus, Gary. He's catching them up about 8/10 of a lap, this group in front. The way he's going, he could possibly be on the podium if he keeps going the way he is. It's going to be tight, but he does need to push as much as he can in these next 8 laps.
He's also down on fuel. If I remove my thing, there's the...
We've got David Lowface all on the back of Hirsch here, going into the second DRS zone now.
A real update on the Lexus, as you can see on the thing on the Lexus. He has a yellow fuel light. He's on 0.07. So at this point, Lexus might run out of fuel before the end.
So he is on the bubble, so he is going to have to feel somewhere a little bit of a mistake again by David into the corner where he spun. Oh, and he's touched the grass. His rear end's gone round. He's gone off into the gravel. And Chef Woody's. Yeah, we've got a yellow flag. Who's that for?
Davis. That's David going off.
Oh, that's a bit late. Chef Woody's now picked up another 3 seconds. So things like that is going to help certain people.
Bongo's boxed.
Bongo has early.
Well, 6 laps to go. I probably would have just gone on softs. The thing is, those pace and those mediums are going so fast that he has got 6 seconds. Right now, if Button can... Let's have a look. Leader. Button needs to gain over 10 seconds if he wants to win place.
Yeah, so let's go back to the penalty. 3-3-3. So the minute he's in the net P3. I think most he can probably get is P2. It's going to be very hard for the McLaren, but him to beat the McLaren. But if he picks up another penalty, it could happen any time. Lex is 2.9 seconds behind Sheriff Woody and Radical, so he is coming. Like you said, he is on very low on fuel. So Monkey Boy's being dragged along very nicely on his fresher medium tyres. He's only 1.8 behind, so he could be on a good thing. Sid Sandwich has got 3 seconds now. Let's put another spanner in the works. He's 6 seconds, so is Monkey Boy in front now. Not too sure when Monkey got his other one from. But Major Allen now on the older hard tyres.
Sniffing.
Yeah, he's got a good gap down to David, so he could always gamble and go on the soft tyres and see if he can gain up. It would be about a second a lap quicker than the drivers like TJ Hirsch and Tattoo Star. So he could always take the gamble. He's got nothing to lose down in P12 because at the minute he's not actually going to get any points. So he might as well go for it, try something different.
Sometimes for safety car.
That's down to him.
I think got about 2 laps, 2 maybe 3 laps.
Locker gets another 3 seconds, so he's on 21 again.
Gregors is...
DJ picks up a 3-second penalty. Doing so well up in P8 till he got shafted by Sid Sandwich. So I would expect a clip to go in against him for his shenanigans.
Which, if it comes to it, could...
He's losing time, Alan. He's losing about a second a lap at the minute. He's on 10 lap old hard, so they're coming to the end now. So it would be wise to come in. He's got, like I said, he's got the... He'll lose 3 positions, but he's got that gap to David. Like I said, if he pits now, he could gain 2 seconds, second and a half a lap. So he could still finish where he is now, even with the better tyres. But at this rate, Tattoo Star, who pitted behind, is going to catch him and pass him. Button now overtakes Gregor, so he goes into a next P3. So in the next 4 laps, Gary, he's got to gain 9 seconds. So it's going to be a bit hard for him.
I feel like now he's free, he might be able to do this because he has had issues trying to get past Gregors.
Sheriff Woody again, another penalty for him. So that is 15 seconds for him.
Is Alan? Yeah, let me have a look. Alan is... Oh, yellow flag.
Yellow flag. I don't know what that was for. I think it's back markers.
Yeah, boat dope.
No, Alan's 25 seconds behind Sheriff Woody, so we didn't even help him out anyway. Let's go back to the race. Major Allen is also on a yellow fuel, so he is on the bubble.
Let's have a look at his steering wheel.
Lexus is no longer on yellow fuel, so he has been fuel saving while he's been going
around.
Oh,
Gregors is gone! Turn 1! All the cars are coming through, and he's kept it off the racing line. That's all done. Gregors has... another word, bottled it.
For Greg's.
Alan, put your foot down, please.
That promotes Radical up into P5. But
hang on a minute.
If Radical can find, which I don't think he will because he has got 13 lap old hard, so he's not going to get the gap to Mongo unless Mongo gets another 3 seconds, and he could possibly be in it because Mongo is on 6 seconds. Monkey Boy all over the back of Sheriff Woody. Are we going to see a move here? Yes, we're going to. Sheriff Woody went wide on the curb. Are we going to see Lexus make a move? He's going to go for it, and he has. Has he made it stick? Yes, he did.
Hang on it. Oh no.
That was a fine, clean move there by Lexus.
Oh.
Sheriff Woody's off in the background.
I think his tyres are gone.
He's got wing damage. The wing damage. And his tyres have gone, going into the pit. That's going to promote everyone up one who's behind. He's got Lexus. Oh no. Oh my.
Just
He's on
wait.
for a good result then.
Waiting for that comment.
Chef
Oh, wait a
Woody
minute.
decides not to fix his front wing.
I completely dropped like 20 odd seconds. Reese Pearson about 5-6 laps.
What's that?
I think Alan is just accepting his fate that he's not getting points, but he's going to try for the moral victory. No penalty, something that me and you won't do on Wednesday. Actually,
Yeah,
sorry,
Reese's Pieces is going to be on the bubble, and all, and so is Lexus. Lexus is on 10 laps now, so they're going to start suffering. Now Monkey Boy's moved up into P6, so he has overtaken Lexus. And as you can see, Lexus is now falling backwards. He's going into the clutches of Gregors, who did go off. So them tyres are going off. Sid Sarris picks up another penalty. So that's him on 9 seconds.
not bad as Rocky, he's on 21, but he's been pretty much shafted the entire race. He is holding up, he's doing well holding with his teammate up in front. I can say that now, Rage Quit is actually slowly, every so often, gaining time on Agent Tubbs.
Yeah. Button needs to find 2.5 seconds in the next couple of laps to try and get P2.
It's like Agent Tubbs and Rage Quit are both going for the one stop.
Monk Boy now is all on the back of Radicals, catching them up pretty fast. He's on the fresher rubber. Radical will start to suffer now. He's on quite old hard tyres, 15 laps. Monkey is on 6 seconds. Hirsch has picked up another 3-second penalties. That made him 9 seconds. Well, this race is fucking boring. I told you there's hardly any overtakes around here. Greg is now DRS wide open. Now all on the back of Alexis. Still in contention with Monkey Boy just outside DRS. Does look like Gregors is trying to make his way up the grid again. He has got 1 lap to try and get a couple of spaces here. Monkey Boy only 8 attempts behind Radical, so he's got to do it this lap only.
Oh,
He's got 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Sorry to butt in, but I think Agent Tubbs is really struggling. Right, team games here. So Agent Tubbs is letting his teammate in front so he can get the DRS battery. Like the DRS battery, DRS, so he can keep away.
So Locker was doing a teammate a favour there. Did slow him down a bit though.
I think.
Button only 4.4 behind, so 1.4 seconds to get unless TTV does a mistake or gets another penalty. That's how the race is going to end. So, coming around the last couple of corners now, Reese's Pieces does pick up another penalty. So that is him at 6 seconds. So Agent Tubbs is going to take the win for the first race of this season for Tier 2 in the McLaren.
So
comes across the line in P1. P2 is TTV in the Ferrari. P3 is going to come across the line. Penalty free is going to be Button. Mongo is going to come home P4. Radical is going to come home in a very impressive P5. He's going to be happy with that. Comes across and he's gone up against pit wall. P5.
Oh
P6
no!
a big.
Last lap. I haven't got a time penalty.
What a twat.
You numpty.
P6 goes Lexus. P7 goes Greg is in here. Monkey Ball drops down to P8. I think he's still going to be reasonably happy with that. This Sam has reached pieces P9 and 10. Got Sheriff Woody now coming across the line in P11. He's going to get beaten here though by Alan. Alan's tyres are gone.
Alan's run out of fuel.
Oh
no! It's...
See, if he listened to me and went in the pits, still finished P12.
He'd still be happy with that.
If he listened to me, went in the pits, he would have finished on fuel. Would have had enough fuel.
TJ's
had enough. Alan. TJ P13. Here comes Mr. David Loweface. Come on, across the line with the kicks over. Come on, boy. Hey. Penalty free. Get on, son. only him and Button, penalty free. And we've got Aston Martin parked in turn 1. That is a disqualification from the session because if you don't have enough fuel to get back to the pit lane, there isn't enough. There isn't enough fuel to take a sample.
There isn't a litre. Did I tell you that the tier 2 members
So Alan,
have been
you are
disqualified?
disqualified and your P12 has been stripped. So David now moves up to P15. Woo! So, very eventful race. There you go. Driver of the day, I would say, is probably our driver of the day, would be Radical in P5. He did very, very well. Went up the grid. Brilliantly driven by him. Did the most overtake. So, again, that's obviously down to Gary, but he's in, I think he's very, very strong position to get P5. P5. He isn't strongest to get P5. I meant driver of the day. So there is your results. The McLaren P1 of Agent Tubbs, P2 TDB and the Ferrari, P3 Button, P4 Mongo, P5 Radical, 6 is Lexus, again, contention of driver of the day, beautifully driven, P7 Gregors, P8 is Monkey Board, P9 is Sid Sanders, P10 Reese's Pieces, P11 is Chef Woody, P12 is Major Allen, P13 is Tattoo Star, P14 is Hirsch, TJ is 15, David 16, Locker's 17th, Bope Dope 18th. Delta obviously didn't finish in 19th, and 20th goes to the Alpine driver, whoever that is. So, Gary, don't think we're going to get any drivers in, so...
Yeah, I don't think Agent Tubbs speaks. Button doesn't really do interviews.
No, that's fine. So,
Alan
very,
has answered your question to me. I asked if he has enough fuel in the car. He put, I don't think so. I'll just piss in it. They won't know the difference.
So there was your results. Very eventful race. Not many overtakes. So we are sorry about that, but it's one of them tracks where it doesn't always produce good racing. But congratulations to the McLaren driver of Josh, aka Tubbs. So Gary, we're going to go straight to the driver of the day. Who are you going to pick? You got Radical, finished P5 in the Kick Sauber, brilliantly raced. You got Lexus P6. You got Button, who finished P3, no penalties, and obviously you got the race winner finishing first. So who are you going to pick and why?
I am. Oh, there was 2 people that I thought about. Race Quit. But also Radical. It's a bit of a tight one for both of them. Wouldn't really know because they both pretty much had the same kind of drive, really, gaining all the positions. Like obviously Race Quit making the one stop were same with Radical.
I think Radical gained more positions in him. I think, which he did. I think.
The thing is, I know if I pick Radical, I'm just going, oh, you're being biased because you're friends with him. But if I pick Race Quit,
you're picking who you think performed the best, who gained the most positions, who drove the best, less penalties, blah 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 blah. So it's
I'm going to go with Radical.
Up to you.
I'll go with Radical.
Right. There you go. Radical takes the first driver of the day award for Australia. So congratulations to Radical. Hopefully this gives him a little bit more confidence going into the next round, which you'll see next Monday at 8 o'clock. But our next race will be in Wednesday for this season, like I was mentioned earlier. It will be Tier 1. Unfortunately missing because I have a wedding to go to. Oh.
Should we all say, give him good luck? He's no longer man slag anymore now. He's tied down. Knowing him for 20 plus years. 20 plus years. Never seen a day.
I've still got a chance to run and marry my man of my dreams, David Loweface. So I'll never know. It's his beard. It turns me on.
Can I just say, 20 years of friendship, never expect him to settle down. Just would like to say, never expect him to settle down.
But there you go. So Tier 1 will be around here in lovely Australia at 8 o'clock UK time on Wednesday. You'll be with, I think it's going to be Crew.
We don't actually have
sure yet.
We don't actually have anyone.
It may be Mr. David Loweface and Alan, but possibly it could be Locker.
Well, it can't be Alan.
Person.
Because Alan's at your wedding. It'll be.
Oh yeah, good point. They're all at my wedding.
And David's at your wedding.
So it might be Monkey and Locker or TJ. They're the only 3 people.
I might ask TJ and say, "Do you mind jumping in?"
Cruz has taken a step back this season, but he is going to be doing our socials. So there's obviously again, I believe
Fridays.
it got announced a couple of weeks ago that we're going to do something different on a Friday this season. We're going to have some social races. It's going to be a bit of fun. Still, obviously, league rules apply, but we're going to have different types of races. Where we might have all fixed setups. It might be just a wet Grand Prix. It might be ABS all off, traction controls all off. So it's going to be a bit of fun. It's all going to be streamed, and I believe Cruz has put his name forward to do the streaming alongside Mr. David. I'm not too sure when the first one is yet. I think it's going to be in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out. Maybe hear some news on Wednesday if you listen. But for this week, and I think for this week only, it's me as your host, because I work Mondays. Oh, life. Cloud or Ads alongside
Silverside.
Bye. So have a good rest of the week and speak to you guys soon. Bye bye.